It finally came in the mail. We got our YouTube silver play button. And in this video, we're gonna unbox it and let's have a look and see what we got. All right, so I'm gonna cut it open. And let's take a look inside. But before I unbox the play button, I have to tell you a little bit about how I've had to grow as a creator along the way. One skill I had to learn was how to write a script and develop out a backstory, which is kind of what you're viewing now. It helps grow the video view time because people are more invested in the outcome. So I built a little bit of suspense. I had to learn how to make thumbnails and titles. Now, that's what helps people find you on YouTube, and creating nice, graphical, beautiful things is not really my forte. So I don't really spend a lot of time on getting good at doing that. All I really do is just create a few good enough templates that mean that I can consistently create a reasonably good thumbnail and a reasonably good title. At the end of the day, I have a business to run, and this is secondary to that. So I need to make it more efficient. And that's primarily my goal in creating YouTube videos. I had to learn that it takes more energy than you think to get up and running. But once you go through the hard work, eventually it gets a lot easier and you can start to smooth the process flow from there. So in the first instance, it was a big deal to try and figure out how to write a description. It was a big deal to figure out how to create the thumbnail, how to edit the video. But once I got all of that and I started to create a pattern and a process, then I just made my default process and it was easy to follow. I knew exactly what I had to do. Step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. I wasn't figuring anything out anymore. I'd already been rehearsed at it and gotten faster at it. So then once you've got that nailed and you've got that automated, then you just introduce one new thing and then one new thing. So a lot of my earlier videos, probably quite bad. I'd only just figured out the thumbnail. I only just figured out the title. There's a couple of videos where the music is actually really bad and I get a lot of complaints to this day about them. But I won't delete them because complaints are comments and people are still watching. So you've got to go through the journey and you've got to let people see, you're real, you're human, you're tangible. No one's perfect on day one. I'm not even perfect now. I had to learn how to get all my camera and microphone settings right. And you know what? They could still be better than they really are. I upgraded my camera, I upgraded my microphone, I got some better lighting. And I didn't do all this at once. I didn't just go, I'm gonna go and be a YouTuber and then spend 10 grand on equipment. I think that's really silly. I think there's a lot of cheap ways to get started. And if you just get started with something, once you start to see some traction, upgrade one thing. Get a better mic, 80 bucks. This mic now is a little bit more expensive, but the first mic upgrade was $80. The first camera upgrade was $30. So you don't have to be spending a lot of money to get slightly better results, particularly if you're going for those incremental gains. I had to learn how to edit my videos, but in particular, I had to learn how to edit them really efficiently. It became such an ordeal to make a video that I just wouldn't do it. So I had to make sure that my video editing process and my filming process was so simple that it didn't take hours and hours and hours to edit a video. And so now I can create slightly better videos with a lot less effort because I've looked at the process and how I go and film that. I had to learn how to write descriptions. I really don't like it. Like you've just done everything else in the video. You've just spent hours shooting. You've just spent hours editing. You've just spent a ton of time creating the perfect thumbnail and the title. And now you have to write the description. It's like that last thing, like a bridge too far for some reason. And so I actually figured out a way to write it with AI. And now I just do that. And then I tweak it a little bit and I add a few blocks, which I've got saved, and I just cut, paste it in. And so now a description takes me 5 minutes instead of, half an hour to an hour. It just seems like just that extra layer of frustration on top of everything after you've done so much work already. So like I said at the start, you need to really understand the time it takes to do all of these things. But once you've done it the hard way once and you build some templates and you build some structure and you be a little bit more modular in your process, then you can make it a hell of a lot faster. And that's really where you need to get to, because then you will do the next video because it's not that hard. And then the next one and the next one and the next one. I had to learn how to build anticipation, which is why you cut to me talking instead of just seeing the rest of the unboxing. And then finally, all of that time, effort, and energy has led me to this moment right here. Oh, there's a bit of foam there. And here it is, you ready? Oh, there's a letter. What's it say? Do you remember your first subscriber, your 100th or your 1000th subscriber? Chances are you do. And we know that you definitely remember your 100,000th subscriber. Your fans may have found you whilst searching YouTube, learned about you through a friend, or maybe you showed up as a recommended video. No matter how they came to your channel, your audience stayed, their numbers increased because of you and the community you've built. We're proud to honor your impressive milestone of reaching 100,000 subscribers with the Silver Creator Award. Congratulations. We know that you have many more stories to share with your community, and your fans can't wait for you to amaze them even more with your commitment and creativity. So keep creating, keep building. We can't wait to see what you'll do next. And we're here to support you along the way. And who knows, when you reach your 1,000,000th subscriber, we may just write to ask you, do you remember your 100,000th subscriber? And here it is. Ta-da! Wow. So it's a bit more three-dimensional than I thought it would be. They've recently changed these, and they used to be about an A4 size, but now they're a little bit smaller. The gold one, which is the 1,000,000 subscriber play button, is the A4 size, but it's just interesting to look at. I can see it's got very mirrored finish. You can see Relevate here on the plaque, and we can see for passing 100,000 subscribers. So this has been a lot of work and a lot of effort and a long time coming. So I'm just really glad to have gotten to this moment. So thank you very much for everybody who's watched. Thank you very much, YouTube, for the play button, and looking forward to creating many, many more videos into the future. Now to figure out where to hang this thing. Oh, it's got little hook thingies in the back. You can hang it on 2 little screw holes. Maybe I'll use double-sided tape.